Hello boys and girls, Buster out here, and welcome back to another Armored Aces tank review. So today we're taking a look at the new modern Russian Tier 3 tank, the T-64B. This tank was added in the 1.2 update, and let's first take a look at its model. See, it's pretty cool model there. The textures are really nice and really detailed, as you can see there. So overall, pretty nice model there, as always. And let's first take a look at this tank's stats while comparing it to the other tier 3 modern tank, the Chieftain MK5. So T-64B has more hit points than the Chieftain. It deals less damage per shot, but it has 10 rounds per minute rate of fire, while the Chieftain has only 9 rounds per minute, which means the T-64B has bigger DPM. It's faster than the Chieftain, backwards and forwards, and it rotates the turret faster than the Chieftain. So overall, this tank has more hit points and more mobility than the Chieftain, while its damage per shot is lower. But it doesn't really matter because you have bigger rate of fire, and this means that your DPM is bigger than the Chieftain's DPM. So you could ask, why then I'll take the Chieftain and not the T-64B? The T-64B looks better in every aspect. Nope. The T-64B has one disadvantage over the Chieftain, and that's the gun depression. Yeah. Its gun depression is like the AMX-30B's gun depression. It doesn't really allow you to exploit good positions behind ridges, and you will see what I mean in the upcoming gameplay. So I like this tank. In my opinion, it's a pretty good tank, but the gun depression makes me feel bad about it. So we've covered everything in the garage. Now let's take a look at some games with this tank. And the first game is on the desert map. I don't know, a lot of people dislike this map. No, I mean, they don't dislike it, but that's their least favorite map. I don't know what's that about. In my opinion, this map, I don't know, I like this map very much, and I get good games usually when I'm playing on it. And here you can see me trying to snipe this post there, not a post. I forgot the word again. And I tried to snipe it, but I failed miserably. And at the end I managed to hit it from point blank range. So right here I'm engaging the enemies over this ridge, and as you can see, the matchmaking, we are 2 T-64Bs versus 2 Chieftains, and here we can see which tank is better, the Chieftain or the T-64B. Well, you could argue that it doesn't matter which tank are you in, but it does matter if you're a skilled player or not. And you're right. Here I'm side scraping, and I managed to bounce one shot. This Chieftain realizes that he cannot penetrate my sight from this angle, so he advances to shoot me again, but I managed to sneak 2 shots through this window gap, and I managed to destroy him. Now it's 2-on-1, and the game is basically secured. I'm shooting the turret side of this Chieftain because, I don't know, I think that you can deal more damage, but anyway, it's anyways though. And I prefer to fire at his front rather than shoot his tracks and hope for side damage. And at the end, I got the kill because my teammate missed his shot. So pretty decent game there, but I decided to show you anyways, because you know, it was like 2 Chieftains versus 2 T-64Bs, and I did 3000 damage there. Nothing too special. The next game, again on the desert map, and this time we are 4 versus 3, which means that we have the advantage over the enemies. But you can't rely on these number advantages, because I had a lot of games where our team has less players than the enemy team and we beat them, and I've also had quite a few games that where the enemy team has less players than our team, we again lose. So it depends on how skilled is a player and not how many players they are. So I'm using the same strategy again. This time I want to shoot over this ridgeline while exposing only my turret, and you can see here the poor gun depression. I don't have enough gun depression to fire the Chieftain's turret, so I have to move back in order to get the shot. And here you can see the aiming reticle. It goes up. This means that I don't have enough gun depression to fire at the Chieftain. So there is the drawback with this tank. It suffers gun depression, and I don't like tanks which don't have gun depression because it's really important for my playstyle. And he manages to bounce 2 shots from me in his turret, and another shot. Well, I didn't aim this shot particularly well because his sight was has very steep angle, and at the end I managed to penetrate his sight and I finished him off with a shot in the turret. So here we have an AFK. No, sorry, it's not an AFK, that's another game. And I go over to his rear, and it's actually an AFK tank. It's crashed, and I managed to sneak 2 shots in his rear, securing the damage. I went after the AFK tank, not after the actual active player. And here, this is a highlight. Look at this. This is hilarious. I managed to jump over the wreck of this enemy tank, and I was stuck there for a while. But at the end, I managed to, save myself from this position. But it was quite interesting to do this, and I laughed pretty hard at this one while looking back at it. So why did I go after the AFK tank and not after the active player? Well, first he was pretty far away, and the AFK tank was more near than him. And second, you should take the free damage after all, and we were more people than him. If I was alone, I would go after the active player, not after the AFK player. But we win that one as well, and 2800 damage in 2 kills. Not that bad result. Pretty average though. So this time we are on a different map, and we are again more tanks than the enemies. We have an extra M48 pattern, and this time I'm thinking about where I want to go, because I know that I don't have enough gun depression to go at my usual locations. So it's a little bit tricky with this tank, because my playstyle, as I told you, requires going to spots that you can hide your hoe, go hoe down, and it requires decent gun depression. And when I'm playing with this tank and the MX-30B, I have to think before a game starts where I want to go, because my usual spots are not good enough. So here we have a Chieftain which doesn't pay attention. I missed my first shot, but the second one hits him, and now he stops just before he goes over the ridge. So I advance forward and I manage to sneak a shot in his rear, which gives me quite a lot of damage there, and he's taken out by my teammates. So I'm switching my fire now to this other Chieftain down in the village. I didn't manage to hit him. I hit an obstacle there which was in front of him. This shot, however, hits him, and I go after him now. He doesn't pay attention, and I decide to chase him. But here I'll make a mistake. As you can see, I managed to sneak a shot in his flank while on the move. I miss here, and right now I'm taking a shot at my flank of an enemy T-64 and I'm not paying attention. I want to finish off this Chieftain, and that's a mistake. Here I didn't hit his flank, so I didn't manage to kill him, and at that time the T-64B of the enemy team manages to take over 1,000 of my health. So this is not very good. Sorry, it's not T-64, it's another Chieftain. My mistake there. And he manages to take over 1,000 of my health, but I managed to juke him and he misses me, and I put 2 shots at his flank. And right now I'm thinking of should I go out or shouldn't I, because he can one-shot me if he hits me in the flank, but my team takes him out anyways. So another decent game, not that good, not that bad. Again, 3600 damage, but I didn't get any kills, so note that he has 3 kills and 1800 damage, and he gets more money and more blitzes than me. So this means that in this game kills count actually over the damage, because my damage was almost twice the amount of his damage, but the fact that he got 3 kills and I got 0 kills meant that he got more credits than me. So in this game is the same map again, and I'm going to this central part because there I don't need gun depression, and first 2 enemies pop up and I stop to take a shot in the T-64. He goes back because my teammates are shooting him as well, and now I look at the minimap and I see that another enemy is spotted there, and I move forward to see him in my view range, and it's another T-64, and I managed to sneak some shots in his flank while his shot bounces, which is pretty nice. It's always nice when the enemy bounces shots, and the other shot here bounced as well. This is the T-64 didn't manage to penetrate me. So he moves into cover and I miss him, but now he goes back to engage me and I miss him again because I can't lower my gun enough. I bounce my shot and now I go after him, clear a shot at his flank, go near his turret in order to not expose my flank, and my teammates finish him off. So another target pops up here, it's another T-64. I had a shot at his rear right here, but I wasted my opportunity, and now I see that my teammate's in trouble and I'm rushing to help him, but I didn't quite manage to help him on time. As you can see, the enemy destroyed him. I wanted to catch the enemy's attention in order to save my teammate, but I didn't get there on time, so I didn't manage to save my teammate. But we win the game anyways, and the casual tanks team there for the win. And again, pretty average game, 3600 damage. This one was better, but it's not that good again. So last game for this review. Here we're playing on desert again, and this is a higher damage game. It's not that high again, but I think it's pretty good. So we are more than the enemy again, but we have 2 tier 2s, while they have all of their tanks tier 3. But again, 2 tier 2s is better than 1 tier 3, so we have the numeral advantage once again. And I'm trying to be a sniping pro once again, but I missed my shot. But I hit this one. So I'm still pretty good at sniping on the move. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not. This was pure luck. Well, I'm pretty good, but this is another thing. Anyways, so first target is spotted, and I advanced behind this ridge, so my flanks will be covered. Take a shot at his flank, he shoots me, but he hit my turret, Luckily he didn't hit me at the rear, because that would been awful. I managed to hit him 3 times and I take him out at the end. So the enemies are now even less. So I advance forward. I want to engage them. This T-64 goes forwards and I put a shot at his flank. I can see that he's firing at my teammate. So he switches his attention to me and I'm turning my front to him in order to prevent him shooting at my flank. Well, he keeps giving me his flank over and over again, and again I managed to take him out. So I advance forward in order to engage the rest of the enemy team. There are now 3 left. One of them is running, as we can see from my teammates, and there is a Chieftain right here. Managed to take a shot at his flank. I angle my armor so my front is towards him, and I keep doing this in order to avoid him shooting at my flank, and I managed to take him out without losing big amount of my hit points. Now I'm engaging this T-64 and I didn't manage to reload on time and my teammates got him. So the last enemy tank is that T-64 which ran away. One of my teammates went after him, as we can see here, and now I'm rushing to get some more damage done and to help my teammate, of course. There we go. I get a little trolled here. First my shot hits him and penetrates, my second shot bounces, and my third shot bounces as well. So my teammates got him, and yeah, we won that game as well. So this was a better game than before. I did 4,600 damage and I got 3 kills, which is pretty nice. It's still not supreme, but it's pretty nice. So this will be for this review, guys. I really like this tank, but as I told you, the main thing I don't like about it, and its disadvantage, is the gun depression. So this will be for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you on the battlefield.